I come out and do these videos and I think, do you know what? I'll sit in a really lovely spot. We've got the water flowing there, and we're surrounded by nature. We're in the jungle, and it's, you know, I thought I'll put the camera here. It's a lovely setting, and we'll do a video, right? And I'm getting torn to shreds by mosquitoes. So I thought, you know what? Let's carry on. Let's keep doing the video here while you're getting shredded, and see where that takes you, because it's like a little bit towards the theme of this video, which is about life's a great big mess, and trying to perfect it all the time, and trying to put it in little boxes and make it all perfect and all that. And I was like, oh, I'll sit over there, or I'll go and sit there, or I'll go back over there. And I was like, oh, you're doing exactly what you was going to talk about in your video about not doing, so that was quite revealing to me. So I'm going to sit with the mess of getting shredded by these mosquitoes, and we'll just laugh our way through it and smile our way through it, because laughing and smiling your way through life is, well, it was my biggest saviour and still is my biggest saviour. So if you could bring humour into your life at some level somewhere, wow, that can save you. So the theme of this video today, life's a great big mess. And yeah, it is a mess, isn't it? But you know, in that mess, it's still beautiful. It's still absolutely beautiful. It's one big beautiful mess. But we all have a tendency to try to clear that mess up externally, you know, like sweeping it up and putting things, you know, we'll just tuck that under there and put that over there, and we'll put this into a little box here, and we'll put that into a little box there, and we'll dust the top, and we'll get that over there, and then we'll control this. We'll control that. We'll control this person. We'll control the person. I'll try to control myself, and we'll control that, and then I'll wash the car again, keep that nice and gleaming. That's right, everything's dusted and cleaned and perfect, and that person's controlled, and this situation's controlled, and lovely. No, still not lovely, because it's a mess. And why is it a mess? Because it's a mess in here, and we need to clean house, and we need to clear up in here first, because if we're not going to clear up in here first, what's going to keep manifesting is your mess. And your mess keeps manifesting, and then you keep going and want to clear it up. Oh, now I've got this shit to clear up as well. Let's dust that again. Let's put that in the box. Let's control this. Let's control that person. Let's try to control me. Let's wash the car again. And lovely. And then another mess occurs, because we're not clearing the mess up in here. Once we clear the mess up in here, lovely gets manifested out there. And then we go, oh, life's good. I can enjoy life again. It's not so messy. And then something else will pop up. Because in our cleaning out of the mess inside, you reveal to yourself that there's a lot more layers to go. But let's not go into fear and frighten ourselves about how many layers we've got to go through, because when people hear, oh my god, well, I'm going to clear up and then I'm going to have this better life, but then some more mess is going to come, and I don't want any mess, so I'm just going to stay here and I'm just going to keep putting stuff in boxes. I'm just going to clear the car and wash up again. But if we do it gently, if we do it one step at a time, if we do it with consistency, then we can have that, yes, it's working, then we can see it working just that little bit at a time. If you're anything like me, impatient, want it all done now, and done and dusted, you might end up with more of a mess, like I did, because I wanted it all cleared up in one go. And one way I went doing about that was doing copious amounts of psychedelics and plant medicine, thinking, doing that all the time, lots and lots of it, yeah, it's going to have that boom, yes, everything's done, I'm enlightened, I'm self-realised, I'm full of love, I've got it down. And no, didn't work. Tried that more times than I can remember. I drank ayahuasca, I cannot remember how many times. I smoked DMT, I cannot remember how many times. I done mushrooms and LSD and salvia and What else did I do? San Pedro, and the list goes on. And all the other ones I can't even remember the names of. And I kept doing this, thinking that's going to clean the mess up. You know, just the next journey, the next plant medicine journey, the next mushroom trip, the next psychedelic, that'll do it, 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 that'll do it. Didn't do it. Now, I have met people along the journey of doing psychedelics and sitting in many times with many people, that some people, only a small amount though, on my journey, I found, actually did clean the mess up with doing their plant medicine. For me, not so much. It did reveal to me that we're eternal. That was pretty much the game changer, doing that. But it didn't sort out the mess. It didn't sort out what I needed it to. And, you know, some people might say I was doing it wrong. I don't know. Maybe I was, maybe I wasn't. Maybe the shamans I went to see had it wrong. Maybe they didn't deliver it in the right way. Maybe I just didn't go deep enough, or I didn't do this consistently enough, or didn't integrate it. That was a story I heard from many people. You haven't integrated your experience enough. Doing something wrong again. Okay, fine. So, it didn't clear the mess up for me. So then I'm like left deflated, bad health, pissed off, gutted. What have I done wrong? Why is this not working? Let's try something else. Let's try meditating. Let's try meditating every day for, I don't know, 15 years. I think it was. Hours and hours and hours and hours and hours a day meditating. That'll clean the mess up. Nope. It didn't clean the mess up. It got me a little bit calmer. A little bit calmer. I would love distracting myself with a meditation. I was like, I don't want to face that action today. I don't want to do that. I don't want to go to work. I don't want to do this, or I don't want to see that person, or I don't want to do this. So I'm going to meditate again. I'm going to put myself in the room. I'm going to sit there and go hum for how many hours, and I'll do it. No, that didn't clean the mess up either. Okay. Many other modalities, many other things I tried. Wasn't really working. Everything had its place, don't get me wrong. Everything laid a foundation along the way. The biggest thing I found to deal with the mess was go through the mess. Go into the mess. And then come out the mess the other side. Nice and clean and polished, like your car. Now, it's not like go through the whole mess and out you come out the other side and yay, I'm done and I'm sorted and I'm fucking enlightened and I'm clean and I'm yay. No, what happens is it's a consistent journey of refinding yourself, remember who you are, remember you're of love, that's what you are, that's what it's all about. So most people don't want to hear it. They want the experience. They want that Yahoo moment. And yeah, we can have the Yahoo moments, but do they last? Are they integrated? Did they clean the mess up? Did they sort you out? Did they help you on that fundamental level where you had a consistently day that would go through each day and go, pretty good, I'm liking this. You know, you still got your challenges come, and you're like, yeah, bounced off you, went through you, however you want to say it, deflected it, yeah, good. I'm having a good day most days. Big challenge comes, a little bit, don't know if I like that. Not so bad, those it used to be. Go into the mess is what I feel one of the fundamental things to having this remembrance of who we are, this better life, this more fun and joy while we're here, instead of all this tightness and this anger and this frustration, this fucking instead of all that, we have this here we go, let's live like this is much better, this is much better. So going through the mess is the one I see helps. How do we go through the mess? Well, you lean into the mess. Like it's a little bit of a theme I've been talking about lately. Leaning into our things, our issues. Going through it. Poking your nose in just that little bit into that thing, into that mess that, I don't want to look at that mess. Can someone else clean it up even? You know, you might even hire a cleaner now. You know, you clean it up. You know, you go to your cleaner and let's call them a guru. Yeah, and you say to your cleaner, you know, please help me, O enlightened one. Please save me with your philosophy and your words and your knowledge and everything else. And you go to your cleaner, your guru, and you say those words, and they say a load of words back, and you sit there all day. I've done this. You sit there all day. Yeah. Great, excellent. And then you leave, and then your life's still a mess. And then you find out the guru's life is still a mess. I had someone I know. They've been doing an ashram. I don't know, maybe a couple of weeks or so. They've been doing an ashram, and sitting there doing their silent meditations and whatever else. And they was having the. I think he said it was some sort of monk sort of dude, and he said like the monk would come in the evenings and they'd do these long talks. So this monk, you know, this enlightened monk dude, he's giving him his talk, and he's like, yeah, this is great, yeah, I'm feeling really, yeah. And they'll go back and do their silent meditations during the day and listen to him again. He's like, wow, this guy's got it. Then he said to me, during the day at some point, he needed to go and take a piss. So he took himself to the toilet. As he's gone into the toilet, this particular monk who's been like, yeah, looking up to and listening to all his philosophy, going to the toilet. And so he stepped in to have a piss next to him, and this monk has turned around and lost the plot, screaming, shouting and swearing, telling him to get out. Totally lost it. He was left stunned at the time. He was telling me, when he was telling me, he was laughing his head off. But at the time he said he was stunned. Like, how can this be? This guy has been talking to him about all this enlightened philosophy stuff and whatever else, and how to be compassionate and calm and peaceful and blissful, right? And then loses the plot because he's in his toilet. That woke him up. That showed him everything's a mess. Everyone's got issues, and everything's a damn mess. So, but there's hope in the mess. There is hope in the mess. My particular journey is still messy, but the mess is twofold. It's like this. The mess is getting cleaned up because I'm cleaning up on the inside. So when we clean up in the inside, we have this easier, graceful, more less messy life. But there's still a lot of mess to clear up, and some of the mess might not actually get cleared up. And I'm like, okay, find acceptance in that. And then the other thing is looking at it and going, do you know what? Mess is really beautiful. The mess is really beautiful. It really is. Because when you change your perspective on something like that, and you look at your life and go, I fucked it up. I fucked it up. And then you go, yeah, okay, you'll make mistakes. That's fine too. It's a great big mess, and I've made it. And do you know what? I can unmake it too. Because if I can create the mess, I can unmess it. So you can do that. Or you can accept the mess and accept where you are on the journey and say, yeah, fuck it. It's all good. What else are you going to do? Cry about it? Go into depression? Scream about it? Panic about it? Sweat about it? Talk about sweat. It's very humid here today. You going to do that? How's that been working for you? The old way, doing it that way. It's not been working out too well, I'd guess. I think the other way would be slightly more beneficial. Maybe something to try. Maybe inject that humour back into it as well. Yeah, fuck it. I got it anyway. I'm spirit behind all of this. I'm spirit witnessing it all. I'm eternal. I can't be harmed. I can't be killed. Nothing can happen to you, the spirit's looking out these eyes. Nothing. It's only that perception of what could happen to the body, what could happen to this. Changing their perception about things. Looking at things just in a slightly different way for that day, for that moment, for this time. Oh, look at it like that. That's got to be a better way. Surely. Do it with a little bit of consistency. A little bit every day. Ooh, I'm going to look at it this way. Yeah. It's a mess. And you can say to your mate, John, what a mess we've created here. You can say to your partner, do you know what? We've created this mess together. Not just you, not just me, we've created it together. You can do it with anything, you can say whatever. Is it easy for me to say, yeah, whatever? Not every day, no. But more consistently. Because I choose to. I choose to say, do you know what? It ain't so serious. Just a choice. I'd rather that over crying. Done enough crying in my life. Done enough woes me to actually say, I'm bored. I'm bored of the woes me. I'm bored of crying. I'm bored of depression. I'm bored of putting myself in bed. I'm bored of bad health. I'm bored of not living the life I don't want to live anymore. So I was like that. Okay, it's a great big mess. Let's have a look around and see what other messes are around. And I go to places and I see all the great big mess again. I'm like, okay, so what? But it's like, I look at it and I go, okay, it's a mess, like everything else. But I see the beauty in it. I see the waterfall running through. I can listen to the beautiful birds singing. I've watched the eagle earlier swooping over. I watched the lovely plants and everything and the beautiful nature. And it's like, it's what you focus on. It's what you're focusing on, what you're paying attention to. What are you paying attention to? You keep paying attention to the mess, more mess, more mess, more mess. You're going to pay attention to something else, something that's beautiful in the mess. Something that can show you and say, do you know what? Yeah, it's a mess. So what? We're eternal. Who cares? It's all good. Hopefully, at some point then, we go, I accept. So what it is. One great big mess. And it's so beautiful. So, I'll leave you with that. Ponder, contemplate. See what that brings up in you. See what that reveals for you. And see what feelings happened. And maybe test it. Maybe spend that little bit of time looking at your mess and going, fuck it, it's a mess and I'm good with it. I'm sure that's a better way doing the old way. Till the next video, much love.